It's the visit with a person of high strangeness. I haven't been feeling all that great, and so I get a lot of advice from everybody, like, why don't you do this, and why don't you do this, and all you need is exercises. Well, that's not a workable solution for me, so, and I like to think that most of us, we know our body, you know, as well as anybody. And so, anyway, since I didn't want to go to the gym, our good friend Mike Johns jumped into action. He went to Granite Falls, to the gym that he goes to, and arranged for us to have an interview, and he arranged for us to have a tour of the place. And so I'm really grateful to him, because I'm not walking around in a gym at the moment. And then I also like to let you know that if you go anywhere that I am not able to, can you film it and give it to me, and I will turn it into something wonderful, because I can't really go on the road this year. I'm running around with my walker again, like I did a couple of years ago. And so if you find something interesting, please share it. And I kind of like the idea that this is sort of a multi-sex, no, it's not multi-sex, it's unisex. Oh, that was not good, Lilian. It's a unisex show where both women and men can enjoy it. And so I'm really grateful for Mike Johns having done that. So let me be quiet. I am multi-sex. I don't believe I said that. I don't believe I said that, unisex. So come right along with Mike, and we're going to the gym.
Person of high strangeness, we're in the town of Granite Falls right now, where we'll be talking to Lenny Moskowitz, who is the owner and founder of Gold's Gym here in Granite. And so we'll do some talking to him about different things that are going on in the community, what Gold's Gym has got to offer, and we'll go from there. I'm here with Lenny Moskowitz. We're at Gold's Gym in Granite Falls. And Lenny has graciously, today has been one of those days where the computer has crashed. Verizon cell phone has gone down. All the computers it's just, traffic on the highways has been bad. They haven't had things around for people.
We're here, so
we're here and doing the best that we can. Lenny, what made you put up Gold's Gym in Granite Falls?
Not 100% sure. It was in need of a gym. There was no health clubs here, so it seemed like at the right time, and the right place. We'll see. The jury's still out.
But it's been working.
It's been working. We're still here. It's been 2 years in August. We've been in this building, 3 years total. A year across the street. In August, will be 2 years in this building.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. What other things have you done for the community, do you think?
Well, as far as with the gym itself?
With the gym itself.
We've given, you always do what's with all these guys are all in a split. Have positive.
Positive. Yeah, we were just asking Lenny why he put the gym in Granite Falls.
And it was basically, there was a need for a gym here. We had opened 3 already, or at least I had, so I kind of knew what I was doing. And then we bought the land and built the building, and kind of a whole business project. We're here for the long run. Like I said, we have the building and the land. And hopefully it works out. Hopefully enough people are interested in getting fit to keep the business going. That's where we're at.
Well, some of the other things are...
All right, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm missing a few.
I think they're playing basketball possibly. I heard the ball bounce.
Did ya?
Guys, you listen to guys? Not sure, huh? Okay.
We were talking about the equipment also.
Okay.
Upstairs we have the walking equipment where you can walk, and as you walk you can watch TV up there. That was pretty nice.
Yeah. What we did was what you try to do when you build a gym is get the most use out of your square footage. So what we did was we designed this to have all the cardio, which is a little bit lighter than the weights, upstairs, and then we used that below that is the locker rooms and the aerobic room and the daycare. So we're using every square foot of the place that we possibly could. And upstairs you got a better, you can oversee the whole gym and the TV, so you kind of get an overall view of the gym plus watch TV to make your time go by a little faster. That was the nice thing about building our building, was we were able to design it to be a gym. The last three I did were old grocery stores that we had to kind of put things where we somewhat didn't want them, but this was the first one I did that was designed to be a gym, which was kind of nice.
Now, we're talking about daycare too. If I come to work out, how much does daycare cost?
We have a few different ways you can do it. You can do a drop-in of $2 an hour, which works great for people that don't always have their kids.
That's right.
But a lot of people have a routine where your kids are young, they're not in school yet, the mom comes to, or someone comes to an aerobics class every day at 9:30. So she's going to use that daycare every day, and it's $20 a month, and she can use as much as she wants. So two ways to do it. Either use it a lot, and you can do the monthly, or you do it once in a while and do the drop-in.
Okay, and membership starts at what?
You know, we have senior and student rates of about $24 a month, and then we have a general membership for 18 and over up to age 60, about $34 a month. And then in addition to the membership, people can get tanning and childcare as well. Most people are on a monthly plan where they pay monthly. Other people would like to just plop out their credit card and pay for a year in full and not have to deal with monthly payments. So there's your. And the more the cheaper. If you have a family of 4, each person adds on for less than the 34. So the second person comes on, I think, for 20 or 25, and 15 and 10. So the whole family of 4 is usually about $79 a month.
Well, what I like about Gold's Gym is it takes the kids off the streets.
Yeah.
And puts them in here and gives them something to do, lifting weights. It takes energy, and there's the walking. I know that we have Teresa Workala.
Right. She's our kind of our fitness director. She runs the aerobics program, group fitness, and she also does some personal training. And she's very good. She's been doing it for a long time. We encourage people to get personal training. It's not for everyone, but it's a little bit expensive, and times like this, it's not the most affordable, but it's worth the 1 hour at least, so you get some instruction on what to do. Certain areas, a little bit more economically doing well. Personal training is a big business, and in certain areas, it's like a little bit extra.
Okay, and then there's Arturo.
We've got a trainer. He's another guy. He just does personal training. He's here about 2 or 3 days a week.
Okay. And then back to the, we have also the massage therapy that goes on back there. We've got Julie and we've got, let's see, Evelyn.
The 2 masseuses, they basically sublease the room, and they're here by appointment, and they do massage work. And that's an addition to the membership. And they're available by appointment. And a lot of people that work out like to get massages because they're sore.
Yeah, they do. I've talked to a few of them, and they've said nothing but wonderful things about Julie and Evelyn Rinaldi. And let's see, there was.
We put a barber shop up front.
Joe's Barber Shop.
Joe's Barber Shop is moved into the front. So the end of the building is tanning, massage, and get your hair cut. So it's a one-stop shopping now for people. They can work out, get tan, get a haircut, and get a massage all in one building.
Now also, if I'm thirsty.
Right, we make shakes here with protein. We have a couple refrigerators with drinks for before and after working out. And then we have some bars, health bars over there. And that, some clothing behind you. T-shirts, pants, sweatshirts. And we also sell belts, gloves, straps, and We sell jugs of protein also with other supplements we're working on. Now, what we consider a fairly stock pro shop. We have full locker rooms, with showers, lockers, and a dry sauna in each locker room.
And like we were talking about, there's the sauna in the shower rooms there. The sauna is nice, especially after a workout. You can go in and be in the sauna. There's buttons there to set it. It can be explained to you if you don't understand it, but usually it's self-explanatory, and it's really nice to go in there and just relax. And
Sauna's good for, you get a good sweat going, you sweat out some of the toxins. And it also is good for kind of just clearing you out, your lungs and all that. Breathing the dry air is good every now and then. We have a basketball court upstairs also.
oh, that's right, the basketball.
It's a small court good for 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. It's about the size of a racquetball court. And then a lot of our younger members, it works out great because there's, from age, we have quite a few age 15 and under that they're really not ready for weights yet, but the basketball occupies their time while the parents are working out and that kind of thing. So we have something for every age.
The classes, I wanted to talk about the classes. There's dance classes with the Zumba, and do you know anything about the Zumba?
The Zumba is a Latin dance slash fitness class. It's a fitness class incorporating some Latin dance moves. So it's a good high energy class, and the nice thing about it is for all levels. It's not too intense. It's going pretty well.
Then yoga, they have the yoga class.
Yoga 3 or 4 days a week, which is great stretching. Everyone should be doing yoga. I should be doing it. But it's a good stretching, strengthening. You get to actually come out of there with a full workout. It's not as easy as it looks. And that's one of the more popular classes. Over time, things change. Aerobics, group fitness used to be mostly step classes. Now they really have a lot of specialized classes. Yoga is one of the more popular ones, for sure.
Then the hardcore stability ball.
That's a class which focuses on your core, which is from about your ribs down to your hip bones, which is what a lot of people neglect, and which is what when people get older they have back problems because they haven't strengthened their core over the years. So basically, most of the exercises use a big round ball, and it's very popular.
Well, interval training.
Interval training is part weights, part step. It's a little bit of combination of toning with weights and cardio with the step.
Now the step, they have the classes with the step where they put on music, and then
Right.
It's a mixed class with gentlemen and ladies and youth,
Right.
if they'd like to be together. We were just starting to talk about step, the step classes, and they have a step that's in there, and they can go back and forth, and they put on music, and then they dance the music. They use the step
The
to...
step's more for a leg workout, actually. It's
Yeah.
like you're climbing stairs, and then, the nice thing about the step also is they have risers, so someone that's a little bit more advanced can raise their step higher. Someone that's first time will just do the step up by itself, which is about this much. So it's good for people because they can really... Instructor can be teaching the same thing, and everyone can be at a lower level based on the height of the step.
Then healthy lifestyle.
Healthy lifestyle is a 2 days a week class, and it's for 60 and over primarily. Anyone can do it, but it's very low impact, and it's for seniors. That's twice a week, and very well attended. We do have our share of seniors here.
Oh, we do. I'm one of them. I like to go up and walk on the machines and just take my time, and it's very nice. Weather-wise, if it's snowing outside, I can be in here and walking, and it's very nice. We have air conditioning, or we have it's climate control.
Yeah. air or heat depending on what you need. And most of the cardio equipment that you were talking about has handheld heart rate, so people that are concerned about not having their heart rate too high or too low can kind of monitor themselves a bit, which is kind of nice too.
Yeah, and on the machine you hold the grips. I like to walk and hold. I don't know why I'm not confident enough to let go and walk. I want to know what my heart is doing. And so I hang on to it and it gives a readout of whatever it is on your heart rate. And that, to me, is self-assuring. So that's why I like to do that. I know that you used to have roots in Thousand Oaks.
I did, yeah. I lived there for about 15 years in Southern California, Thousand Oaks. I'm originally from Massachusetts, from Boston area, and then we moved to the Thousand Oaks area in about 78, and I was there for 15 years, and I've been here for 15 years. So I've done kind of a triangle so far. Northeast, southwest, and now northwest. 15, 15, and 15, exactly.
Yes. And I was in Glendale, California, and I'm born and raised in Encino, California, and Simi Valley, California. And I played a lot of baseball, AAA baseball, high school, junior high. I enjoyed it out there also. And I used to live in Oxnard and Santa Croix and Ventura, which is up by the beach.
Now you're surrounded with Thousand Oaks, so you've been all around it.
Yeah, we were talking once about the Thousand Oaks and how it's grown in California. So we were just talking about roots and how it's nice to meet somebody from that area, especially. And we have a love of baseball. Boston.
They wore my Red Sox shirt today. They're on a roll right now too.
Yeah, the Boston Red Sox are on a roll, and both of us like the Boston Red Sox. We usually have the hats on and do the best that we can to support that. We also talk about the Mariners and different things and see what we can do to help in the way of support, just talking. Anything else we've missed here?
Well, you were asking me earlier what we've done for the community.
Yes.
And, you know, like I say, we're definitely one of the new businesses in town. Besides contributing and donating to certain different charities and events that have taken place here, we provided almost like a YMCA atmosphere. Since there's no YMCA here, we've provided a place for a family to come here and exercise, where the kid can play basketball, the younger kid can go to daycare, two parents can exercise, mom can take a class, and dad can be on the treadmill. So we provided activities in the town that actually basically has not a single indoor activity, especially in the winter when it rains every day. Besides, in the summertime people like to do outside things, but for 9 months a year we're the only probably physical activity place in this town. And we're trying to, you know, from 10 years old to 80 years old. So I think that's the biggest thing we've done for the community is give a large number of people a place to go.
And I think that's wonderful because before they've tried the equipment where you go in and play the games and different things,
Right.
they tried that, and then they had like a pool hall and that didn't work. And like you say, this is nice for the family to come to. They can go different directions, and when they're done, they come back here and they meet, and they go their different ways.
Yeah, we have a lot of kids, students, that after school come straight here instead of going and hanging out behind buildings and smoking cigarettes. They're here working out instead. I'm sure the parents are happy about that, so that's good.
Well, also, it keeps them off the street and out of trouble, and gives them something to do. If they say, I'm going to Gold's Gym, and you know they're here doing something, and so you're not a babysitting.
No, we you know we can't control what they do when they're here, but we can provide for them what they need, and hopefully they're able to use it.
Yes, and I've noticed there's been a lot of counseling going on if we see somebody not doing something right. Somebody that's not judgmental, they go up and say, if you do it this way,
Yeah,
you've done that.
Yeah, we try to help if we see someone doing, like I said, we're not all personal trainers. We're not going to get an hour one-on-one, but if I see someone that's doing something wrong, I'll certainly show them how to do it right. And I think the rest of the staff that knows what they're talking about, for the most part, can give some assistance and get people so they don't get hurt and doing it right.
Well, I noticed on some of the machinery, they go up there and there was one elderly woman that pressed and the button went up to like 7, and it threw her off backwards.
Right.
And she was laying on the ground, and I wouldn't let anybody touch her.
Remember when they got hurt? That's when they got hurt a while back?
Yeah. Yeah, we kept her down on the ground, and we followed CPR procedures and just made sure that she was all right. She wanted, when you're in denial, when you get hurt, you want to jump up. What was that?
Was it her ankle with that, or was that a different one?
That was a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one scraped her elbows, and we kept her on the floor, and the CPR.
5 a.m. every morning. That's you filming? Okay. That's a lifesaver because she's always here on time. And 5 a.m. a tough shift, and you got to have a reliable person at 5 a.m. She works till I get here. She's also the full-time janitor. She gets here and cleans for the first 2 hours. She's here because it's slow. So that saves me from hiring someone to come in at night and clean the place. So the gym's usually pretty quick and spurt of thanks. So. It's one of the most important things about a gym is hiring a good staff. And I used to have at one time 3 gyms, and I had a hard time keeping a good staff, and that's why I'm down to 1 gym right now because it was driving me nuts. So it's important to have good employees. That's number 1 as far as the gym's concerned, employees.
Well, they're dedicated and they know first aid. I've seen small little problems that have happened out here, and they've taken care of it.
They all go through a once every 2 years certification for CPR, which is good.
So you're CPR trained,
Trained,
everyone that's working the desk.
Right.
So that's nice to know because we do have the elderly people and different people that pull muscles.
You can have, someone can fall back with a weight, hit another guy in the head. I mean, you just don't know. It's a pretty. There can be accidents. That's why our insurance is very expensive.
Oh yes, I bet it is. Now, other Gold's gyms, there's Arlington, Marysville.
Which I opened and owned both those 2. And Everett, I opened those 3.
Everett
is downtown. Right now, Arlington and Marysville are actually tied into Granite Falls because there is one owner, not myself, that has a part of all 3. So all 3 are multiple use. You join one, you can use the other 2. It's kind of nice. So when you're traveling around, because people that live in Granite a lot of times they'll be shopping in Marysville or Smoky Point, you can use those gyms. It's a nice bonus. Now the other Gold's gyms worldwide, there's 600 of them. You get a travel card, and you can use all the Gold. If you remember one, you can use all of them. 14 days a year each one, so you can visit them. You can't go every day to them, but you can go 14 days per year at every gym in the world with a Gold's gym membership.
Now, Lenny, I'm going to put you on the spot
Go
here.
ahead.
Okay. I'm going to make you in charge of the world. Okay. What would you do if you were in charge of the world for 1 day?
In charge of the world for 1 day?
For 1 day, you had.
That's a tough question. I'd have to think about that one for a while.
Well, go ahead. Give me your best guess.
You want I don't know. There's too many things that are wrong with the world right now. I'd have to come up with a pretty large list. That's kind of my answer.
Simplify the list.
Simplify the list. I guess peace around the world would be probably on the top of the list, and then maybe solve world hunger. Those would be probably the first 2, and then after that, it'd be a lot more important things. Those are probably the first 2. Peace and hunger, maybe.
That's very good. Peace and hunger.
Maybe not even that word. Maybe hunger and peace. I don't know.
Well, there's so much conflict, and people need a victim around the world.
It is. it's just
someone to blame.
Yeah, this is, you know, you've been around longer than I have, and I've never seen, you know, since, gosh, the first probably 15 years of my life, it was pretty much world peace. There was some small problems, but not, you know, I was born after Vietnam. Actually, I was born during Vietnam, but I wasn't aware of it. My recollection started from 1970 on, and from 70 on, we haven't had, up until 9/11, we haven't had major wars or any kind of long-going. We've had Desert Storm, we had Middle East things, but we haven't really had a situation where there's so much, you know, craziness going on between terrorists and countries getting nuclear. And, I mean, it's just, I wouldn't even want to be president right now, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? It's almost a non-winning situation. I really feel like he's, I mean, you know, we'll see what happens, but he's got a pretty full deck.
Yes, he does. And he's doing the best with what he's got.
Yeah. You know, it's, I think also besides that, just in the United States alone, I was just, you know, controlling the United States alone, this country's in as bad a shape as it's ever been economically. There's more people out of work that can't feed their families or pay their mortgage. I mean, it's crazy. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. That's been going on since Reagan. They call it trickle-down economics. So I don't know. I mean, there's not an easy solution, but it sure seems like the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer every single year that passes by. Well, I don't have the answers. Greed is one of the problems.
That is a problem that goes on, but we'll never stop that.
No.
Lenny, I want to thank you for your time, and today's been one of those days that have been very difficult. Computer crash.
We're all set with that.
Car problems out there, traffic problems. They're paving a lot of the streets out to the west of us, and they don't put up good flaggers the way that they should to let us know. And now this is Mike, and I'm talking for, back to you, Miss Lilian, at TCTV in Olympia, Washington.
We are now going to some still photos, and Mike is somewhat of a perfectionist, and bless his heart, and so what he did is he wrote down, made a slideshow, and he wrote down everything, what everything is. So I'm gonna tell you what everything is as we're doing it. And so you can have a virtual tour of the place. I think it's pretty cool, actually. In fact, look here, they gave me a t-shirt. Is that cool or what? This way. The Gold's Gym. And so that's what we're gonna do. And then I'll be back after that, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay?
We're looking again at the balls and they use for the dance, the weights. And the room is full of mirrors, and mirrors to me symbolize eternity, but that's just me. And so you can watch yourself as you do your classes, you can see things here. And here on the floor, it's got Gold's Group exercise. Their motto here, and it's well taken care of. It's very clean and very nice, and they take care of the people that work here. They know CPR and things like that, so if anybody gets hurt or something happens, they can take care of them and on site.
Have I found her? Have I really truly found her? Sweet love innocent is all around her. Fine as wine, juicy behind, and all the other things that put the body in line. She's educated, so sophisticated. To me, your personality is number one rated. Break it down with the video. I was created a special love scene that can't be duplicated. Send each other and talking on the telephone. I'm stuck on third base, but I'm about to steal a home to the special night when we're alone. Caress the body and let me hear you moan. Make love, have sex, whatever. When it's real physical, you like it better. So lollipop girl, I'm sending you this letter. To get to you, I will go through stormy weather. So come a girl, with you I want to share my world and my love. So please don't say no more. Get with this and give me a kiss. Let me take you on a trip that you cannot miss. And don't worry, I will never diss. Just take a chance, you got to believe this. You're my lady. You can make me happy. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. You're my baby. You can make me happy. Ooh, girl. Ooh, you're my lady. You can make me happy. So what I say, so what I say. Oh, girl. So you see, girl, it's you and me. And there's no turning back to the past. I hope you can understand that. You know something, girl? What has happened between us should be a lifetime of happiness and joy. Your sweet, sweet love only taking control of my heart, girl. I just can't get over you, girl. Your eyes, your smile, your hair. I just love you, girl.
You know, I'm sweating just looking at all of that. I am just not a sporty type person. When I was young, what I used to dance all the time, and that got me about the same place. Because the way I have it now, I don't think my weight limit is 8 pounds. That's a gallon of milk, so I can't do the barbell thing. And anyway, so we worked up a sweat, and we saw everything, and then a little earlier, maybe a few days before then, he went to, Mike, went to a car show in Lake Stevens, I think it was. No, to the Aqua Fest. I can't remember. Anyway, you'll see it. We're going to look at some old cars, and I think that's real appropriate right now because considering what happened to our beautiful car companies, you know, that gave us the joy of all these wonderful cars in the past, and so I thought maybe you'd like to look at some of those. And here again, I'm going to be quiet, just play some music with it so I can look at some of the memories that we have. And I think it's so sad that those days are gone forever, but that's okay. It works right in with our theme here. We really have to work hard for everything, or it's gone forever. Looks, weight, cars, money. So let's go look at some cars for a few minutes, okay? Enjoy.
Yo, video. What's up, Bobby G? Man, check out this hottie over here, man. Nah, man, I had one harder than that. That ain't nothing. For real. Nah, come on, man. That hot, man. Bad, huh? What's up, baby? Go, hottie. Go, girl. Go, hottie. Go, girl. Go, hottie. Go, girl. Go, hottie. Go, girl. I want you, baby. And you want me too. Girl, my darling sweet baby. Every day and night.
Yeah, I got just one eye is hurting, my whole headache.
30 in it. It's got a 9-inch forward rear end.
And he's going to start
5-speed Tremec.
Well, what do we need, Mom? I said, well,
It's about 3-year-old restoration done to it. It's got a custom interior with seats out of an '89 Monte Carlo.
Wow.
One of the very few.
11.5-inch rims by 17-inch tires all the way around.
It is so much
I have a third brake member light on it, which is out of a Ford Taurus. And it's a custom.
Oh, you've done a lot of wonderful work to it.
he's all excited. He wants to come out. He's like, can we get the keys for next weekend? No. He didn't say anything about that. No, that's who's going to be over there, and they're going to stay at the motel there. The one that's just down.
Did the
Thank you.
art on it?
It's in line for other things too, because we also do custom apparel.
Oh, do you?
Well, it's horrible for people walking in front
For
of you.
instance, for doing advertisement and business, I don't like the big things. Well, I don't want to put
We need a.
magnets in my car. I have a Chrysler 300. I don't want to put
I don't want no
magnets on it
fighting
for advertisement.
I just think that.
Well, I'm definitely going to get a hold of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You bet.
It's a 2mm vinyl with a 2mm optically clear laminate that we press over the top of the vinyl. We use a positionable and bubble-free vinyl that we press down to limit any wrinkles or anything of that nature. And we use heat guns and propane torches to stretch and pull the vinyl around contoured curves. And also, creating the artwork to fit the canvas that we're installing on. Basically, something like this can be completed within 24 to 72 hours. And that includes everything from designing the artwork to actual installation.
Now, designing the artwork that's a joint venture between you and the person that's buying, right?
Yes. Yeah, we listen to our customers and try to create everything, based off their interest in whatever it is that they have interest in. So we try to, create it to suit their needs, and whether that's a commercial or custom, we're trying to duplicate what we can to help them out.
Oh, thank you very much. You do wonderful work, both of you.
All right.
Okay, this is a stock 1922 Dodge Brothers Roadster.
Okay.
They started making them in 1914, and the Dodge Brothers name is on the vehicle up till 1938. The company was bought by Chrysler in 1928, and the agreement was that they'd keep Dodge Brothers' name on the car for 10 more years. So now, after 1938, they just called it Dodge. This has got a 4-cylinder engine. It's a 212 cubic inch. From day one, Dodge Brothers had a 12-volt negative ground system, and this has got a starter generator as a combination unit here. They also referred to it as a silent starter. It's chain driven to start the motor. Here you have a vacuum canister. The vacuum from the engine draws gasoline from the tank in the back, and then it's gravity fed down here to the brass carburetor.
Oh, be darned. That's wonderful. You've done a wonderful, beautiful job of restoring.
It was owned by a millionaire from Seattle named Dean Spencer. And in 1969, he and a bunch of other people from Seattle put him on a ship and shipped him down to Australia. And they had an antique car tour across the whole continent of Australia in 1970. And then they shipped the cars back. And this car went through a sandstorm when they were crossing the desert down in Australia. And when Dean got it back, he drove it over an embankment and cracked some of the spokes on the wooden wheels on the other side. And when he passed away, they sold his collection in 1991. And Chuck Cease bought the car, who lived in Machias, and he restored Dodge Brothers cars. So he reconditioned the engine and did whatever was necessary to get it back in.
Give them to all the cars that are on this side.
Hey Dan, you just asked Maria if she needs anything else to come down here. Is there a lamp on his way over here now?
Do the paint. Well, good. They did everything else. It's pink over. Yeah, beautiful. That idea of the whole this thing matters. This year?
You did all the work. I got all the muscles. Wasn't that fun? I think I like the cars. I mean, you sit there and it has to do with power, you know. You look at them and you can feel them and you can smell them and you remember what you did during that time period. 53 Chevy, 57 Caddy. Those were the days, huh? Well, anyway, in our unisex show today, we hope you had fun. I certainly did, and I was a backseat driver and an armchair traveler, and I want to thank Mike for, again, doing all that stuff, and I really like my t-shirt. It kind of grows with me, you know. And so I heard a rumor, I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but I did hear a rumor that just maybe we're going to get one of those gold trims in Olympia. And another good things for children to do is karate. So we're going to try to go to a karate place one of these days, but in the meantime I have to find somebody. So if your children take to karate and you know where to go, let me know, and we'll go there. I'm going to dry off a little bit. I got all wet from the car show because it was raining like always. I see you next week. Randy Shaw is singing us out, and well, that's all we can do for today. Then I'll see you next week. Bye. It's Randy working on the new version of Lilian, Miss Lilian. Cool, huh?
Miss Lilian, we'd like to thank you for all the fun. Took us there, and you took us there, and it is just because you really care. Where our journey goes, oh, it begins. It's part of why our planet will extend. And if we do our part and use our heart, fulfill our mission we've had from the start. Lilian, Miss Lilian, we'd like to thank you for all the fun while you took us here and you took us there. And it is just because you really
Thank you.